Let's get ready to roll.
Yesterday's qualifying had a bit of everything. Great racing in Q2, some surprising results in Q1, including the biggest gainer of the entire year qualifying in dead last. Oh yeah, and we've got a brand new track and one heck of a soundtrack to go with it. I didn't time that drop terribly well. This is the track, 14 turns, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, that makes up Limelight Harbour. Special thanks to Zhang Yi for designing this track for us. Hopefully I pronounced that okay. Well, we are excited for what the racetrack and the lineup holds for us today. Here is our starting grid. Westby with a dominant final lap over Clementon, Misty, Anarchy and Ruzzy, Billy, Cerulean, Shock, Swifty, and Snowstorm rounding out the top 10. Bit of a surprise there with Yellow Eye qualifying in 11th. And as I said, our biggest gainer, 19 positions up from qualifying positions. That's Mimo. Qualified down in 20th. I guess it can only be up from here. In the gate, ready to go. And we're rolling. And just like we saw in qualifying, Clementon tries something different at the start, but it doesn't seem to work, but now finds a way around at the end of the first sector. Learned from qualifying to right now. Clementon takes the lead. There's Anarchy shadowing right behind, and you can see the speed that these marbles take into that flowing section right before that hairpin. A battle coming across the line here. They're going to be 0.04 of a second apart in a 15-lap race. They're leaving it all out there right now. In the first sector, these marbles still very close together as we begin the second lap. Ecto comes up into third. Cerulean has also gained some positions. There's Billy trying to catch a draft down that backstretch, and does. 2 moves in 2 corners, gets Billy up in the third spot. Clementon and our pole sitter over the line here, the fastest lap. Going to Billy, 21.25. Really made that work, but slow off the belt and loses a position. Might lose another one to Ecto. Top 2 right up against each other. Are they going to make any moves? No, they're just shadowing each other through those turns. In the split, nearly everybody taking that inside line except for some of the marbles at the back of the pack. Here's Cerulean starting to inch forward. Oh, who was that had trouble? Was that Shock getting onto the conveyor belt? There's Cerulean getting out of sorts and losing that momentum coming off of it. But Cerulean did have fastest lap coming across the line down below. Clementon and Westby separated by a few extra lengths compared to where they were last time, but immediately both ducked to that inside line to protect from the other. Interested to see if anybody will, at the right moment, take that outside line. Oh, there's Anarchy struggling. Anarchy bounced back onto the track. I know this final sector is so fast. You carry a lot of speed around that final turn especially. Not a lot of time to get your mind set. I need to slow down and get safely on this belt. Marbles, in this discipline especially, take risks. We know that is a part of this sport. And in that case, it did not pay off for Anarchy, who now moves to 19th. Mimo, who was in last, is up to 18th. Snowstorm has fallen down the order. Lemon Lime for the home team Limers hasn't done too much. Down in 15th. Our running order up front as Billy looks to the outside. Was that the move that I was wondering if was coming? And gets by on that right-hander. That was an excellent exit. It's Clementon, Westby, Billy, Cerulean. Swifty gets by Misty. Ecto, Shock, Ruzzy, and Yellow Eye rounding out the top 10. Stinger has stayed in that middle of the pack. Quasar, Pinky Toe, Lemon Lime, Snowstorm, Nemo, Nerid, Anarchy, Yellup, and Rima. Clementon holds fastest lap right now and is trying to gain maximum points on the day. The lead, 1.3 seconds. New fastest lap. And it's reset by Clementon, 20.85, but the lead has come down, struggling in those opening turns. Here comes Billy, who got by Westby and is just getting stronger as this race is going along. We're past the halfway point now. Billy, really good at that turn, coming out of that 180 degree. It's not a tight hairpin. And there's Yellow Eye inching up the order as well, now into 7th. Cerulean on the exit takes third place. The battle for the lead is still ongoing, and that's letting Cerulean close up. Billy goes to the outside. There's contact. Cerulean also tries to open the door, but can't force it. Still close together. Clementon holding on. Billy nearly getting shouldered aside by Cerulean. The top three are separated by just over 2/10. Fastest lap now goes to Misty, 20.74. And Clementon can finally breathe. But is that only a momentary respite? Billy and Cerulean going high up on that banking. It's a very tight turn. You can see how high the marbles get on that banked section. The lead is 9/10. Cerulean and Misty coming behind Clementon and Billy. Then Westby, Swifty, Shock, Yellow Eye, Ruzzy, and Ecto. Positions moving around in what is a very tight mid-pack right now. We haven't seen a lot of it, but whenever you see it on your screen, take a peek because it is competitive. Misty catching that draft, goes to the inside and then shoots forward. Not only gets Cerulean, but is hot on the heels of Billy. Clementon struggling off the conveyor belt, goes sideways and loses that lead. Billy is right back in the hunt, goes to the inside and gets it done. The Green Ducks have first for now. You hear the quacks in the stands. I mean that as a compliment. Misty with a great move through 2 turns to gain 2 spots. Has fastest lap and now the lead. Misty's move, that is a clinic. You can see which marbles are learning this track faster than the others. Can Misty hold on? One failed move there by Billy. Now Billy goes to the outside, try to carry extra speed, but instead it's the wrong move for a moment. Then it proves right. Excellent racecraft by Billy, who is 3/10 out of the lead. But now, multiple marbles are closing in behind. Clementon and Cerulean are both right there. Westby is also trying to get in the mix. Billy fends off another challenge. Takes the lead and holds it. But now the top 4 are only a few lengths apart, separated by just half a second. Final lap begins. It is anybody's race at this point. The top 4 are nose to tail, and Misty loses traction out of one of the turns, briefly lost it, and now gets the lead back. Cerulean is right there as well. We're in the final lap. To the inside, Cerulean with 2 turns to go. Surprises Misty and wins the race at Limelight Harbour. Oh, the door was wide open. And at that point, it was too late. What a corner exit. Great timing. Cerulean wins it by a length. Cerulean has been a fantastic racer this season. Twice qualified in second, finishes of 4th, 2nd, and now 1st. Misty gets fastest lap, so an extra point. In addition to the haul for 2nd place, Clementon brings it home in 3rd. Leads and momentum meant absolutely nothing on this opening race at Limelight Harbour. Any marble could win this one from any distance back, it seemed like. So many moves going up and down the order. Billy, who started in 6th, taking the lead there. Misty also in the hunt after qualifying in 3rd. But it is Cerulean who goes from 7th to 1st and wins the Grand Prix. Yeah, sure, let's get the party going. Don't wait. Crazy Cat's Eyes maintain the lead in the top of the standings. Green Ducks hold 2nd place. Hazers go up 1. Cobalts now up 4 into 4th. The O'Rangers also with a big climb, up 3 spots to 6th, just behind the Snowballs. Then it's Raspberry Racers and Oceanics. Team Galactic still bringing up the bottom of the field. What does this do to the individual standings? Red Eye is up front, but Cerulean is closing in. 5 points between them. Down at the bottom of the order, it is Starry and Arup still yet to score any points. Wispy finally did score one and has moved up into third to last. What a welcome to the homeland of the Limers. Enjoy the after party, and we will see you at the next Grand Prix.